Hello, and welcome back to Minecraft. Today I discovered a new type of block update detector. Surprise, surprise. I was messing around with pistons and minecarts and detector rails, and it turns out there's some really weird behavior going on in the latest snapshot. Now, I didn't notice this before in any of the snapshots, but it doesn't mean it hasn't been around for a while. But I haven't seen it on the wiki, so I'm going to assume that it's brand new in snapshot 30B or 30A, one of the two. So let me explain to you what's happening here. So this is my block update detector. Back here we have rising edge detector, right? And here we have a piston and this. So what's going on is, if you notice, this repeater is still being powered even though there's nothing to power it from. The detector rail is not on the right block. See, the detector rail is not correct. It's not on the block where the minecart's supposed to be, but this is still receiving power. So it's a quasi-connectivity thing that lets me do this. Place a block there, triggers the block update, and gets me a redstone signal out. So, obviously, it's using the detector rails here, and if we were to take away the reset line here, destroy the reset line, and turn off this torch here, we can step through what's happening here. So the first thing that's happening is, when we flick this on, this pushes the detector rail underneath the minecart, which turns on the repeater initially. So what happens is, when we put on the repeater, it turns on this repeater out here, which gives us our output here. So then if we were to remove that, for whatever reason, the repeater stays on and it becomes a block update detector. However, if we remove this piston here, notice what happens when we turn back on. This doesn't get powered for whatever reasons. So this is why we have to have a rising edge detector in the back. Over here, this is a rising edge detector. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It'll be pretty simple to understand. Which triggers this piston if it's initially turning it on to reset the thing. So if it's resetting it, that turns on, and in the case of this, where we go like this, turns off. It makes sure that turns on properly. So it's an interesting design. I don't see how many advantages it has over the classic bud switch, but it is a very cool idea. It's kind of resource heavy. I mean, it's using sticky pistons, detector rails, and repeaters, and it's rather large and bulky, but I thought it was interesting, and I believe that you can actually trigger it from any one of these lines, if I remember correctly. No, I guess there was another block update detector I was working on type thing. So it's only this one block here, but it's powerful through a repeater, which means we can have a repeater block type thing, I guess, going on, because obviously the repeater takes to trigger that, and but it can't trigger itself, so I can't use the repeater itself to trigger the block update for whatever reason. But it's just an interesting bug I found in the latest snapshot. I probably should go back and test it on 1.2.5. But other than that, guys, I'm Angry Beast, and I'm signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next video.